who is promoting gender identity ideology in your country?
The understanding of gender in Indonesia is very diverse. Most people here are conservatives and they believe that gender roles are natural phenomenon that must not be altered at any cost. Or in other words, men have duty to be stoic leaders while women as domestic workers. But on the other side, there is a certain tribe in Bugis that adapts what's referred as 5 genders. The first is women performing masculinity, women performing femininity. The second is men performing masculinity. The third gender is women performing masculinity. The fourth is men performing femininity. And fifth of all is the highest position one can have in this tribe is androgyny. Many LGBT activists has been using this tribe as an example to advocate for gay and trans rights in Indonesia. But I think when compared to UK or any other countries, many trans people here are not feeling entitled to become what they are not. Many just want to live a life where they are not disturbed by locals daily. Surprisingly, the one who is promoting gender ideology is the government itself, Indonesian system, that only men can perform masculinity and only women can perform femininity. Many people here still think that if a man performs femininity, then that makes him a woman and not a man. He is then legally expected to change his sex by appealing to the court. Even though in Indonesia, many people are not actually trans women or trans men. They're just transvestites who dress femininely or masculinely at night as a job to find money to live. Other than that, several women rights groups in Indonesia pioneered such as by Seruni, Serikat Perempuan Indonesia or Indonesian Women Union firmly believes that what constitutes as women is women by biological definition. Women's movement in Indonesia is not being hijacked by trans movement so far. We actually tend to go side by side in advocacy. Though it is important to note that there are actually some trans people who don't have any power in actual politics, but they are given more space and place in leftist movement.
Mostly women groups, Gabriela, and LGBT community group activists such as the groups Bahaghari, and a feminist politician, Risa Hontiveros, is promoting gender ideology in the country, and Congressman trans woman Geraldine Roman. These people are uniting to pass the Anti-Discrimination Bill, or known as the SOGI Bill, Sexual Orientation, Gender Identity Equality Bill, this bill seeks to eliminate all forms of discrimination against LGBT community. So this bill is really harmful for us. So they are pushing it to pass in the Congress for about 1 year already. So the penalty for the offender are ranging 215,000 pesos to 500,000. That is $4,000, ranging from $4,000 to, I guess, $10,000, and a 6 years imprisonment.
The usual suspects, United Nations and its commissions, Amnesty International, Save the Children, the main feminist organizations are not autonomous. They depend on funding of these international organizations, and that are managing this harmful agenda for women and children. Next, please. Currently, there are 2 bills for the eradication of violence against women being confronted. The Attorney General's office issued that in the sex-based bill there are some inconsistencies in the basic concept phrase, and that generate a clash of theories. Prosecution. While the gender-based bill is more comprehensive and more in line with the international conventions. The last administration of the Ministry of Women also elaborated the National Plan for Gender Equality and Equity 2020 to 2030, from which I extract this fragment. Intersectionality and multiculturalism approaches allow for a respectful and pluralistic approach to diversity, cultural, and situational issues of women, while facilitating the design and implementation of inclusive of all women, of diversity of women, elderly, migrant, Afro-descendants, rural residents, disabled, transgender, and sex workers. And no mention to lesbian. There is a new government and also the first no to trans politics. The first tweet from a deputy minister after taking office was a message to LGBT community.